Today's episode is one of healing, pride, and a surprising twist that teaches us about humility and obedience. Get comfortable as we journey into the Old Testament to hear the true story of Elisha and Naaman. A long time ago, in the land of Aram, what we now call Syria, there lived a powerful army commander named Naaman. He was a brave and successful man, highly respected by his king. But despite his victories and fame, Naaman had a terrible disease called leprosy, a painful skin disease that had no cure. Now, in Naaman's household lived a young Israelite girl. She had been taken from her home during a raid and now served Naaman's wife. But even in a foreign land, this young girl remembered her faith. One day, she said to her mistress, "If only my master could see the prophet in Samaria, he would heal him of his leprosy." This little girl's words made their way to Naaman, and soon he was on his way to Israel, carrying gifts of silver, gold, and fine clothes. He first went to the king of Israel, but the king was alarmed. "Am I God, to kill and make alive?" he cried. "Why is this man asking me to heal leprosy?" But then the prophet Elisha heard about Naaman and sent a message, "Let him come to me, and he will know there is a prophet in Israel." Naaman arrived with his horses and chariots, stopping at the door of Elisha's house. But Elisha didn't come out to greet him. Instead, he sent a servant with a message, "Go and wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River, and your flesh will be restored." Naaman was furious. He said, "I thought he would come out, stand before me, call on the name of the Lord, wave his hand over the spot, and cure me. Aren't the rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel?" He turned away in anger. But one of his servants gently said, "If the prophet had told you to do something great, wouldn't you have done it? How much more then, when he simply says, 'Wash and be clean'?" Naaman listened. He went down to the Jordan, humbled himself, and dipped in the river 7 times, just as Elisha had said. And something amazing happened. On the 7th dip, Naaman's skin was completely healed. It became smooth, like the skin of a young child. He was no longer just a great warrior. He was a man who had seen the power of the God of Israel. Naaman returned to Elisha and said, "Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel." He offered gifts, but Elisha refused to take them. The healing wasn't for sale. It was a gift from God. God doesn't always work the way we expect. Naaman thought healing would come with fanfare, but God chose a simple act of obedience. We also see that pride can get in the way of our breakthrough. Naaman had to let go of his ego to receive his healing. Sometimes, the biggest step toward change is the smallest act of faith. And never underestimate the faith of the young or the lowly-like servant girl who spoke up with courage and compassion. She helped start a journey that changed everything. Thanks for watching.